Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Amina Binuddin, which is number 210237, and I'm from the Group 5. Here we are to present about our findings on the Russian aerospace industry. Basically, it's just a Russian and Scandinavian, but we choose a limited amount of the aerospace industry. We're focusing on the Russian sector here. And so we're going to proceed about the introduction here. So this is our table of content. We have some introduction with our identification, analysis, summary, and references. And then, so introduction, I just summarize it a bit about introduction here. So basically, it's a SB sector. It's as evidence of humankind scientific discovery, which is mean by all means having our wide range of subsector, including our space exploration, our military aviation, and commercial aviation. Progress increasing how we travel and our countries investigate spaces here. So we have our own extensive investigation regarding about the market expansion in Russia, uh, cur- about the current situation and the before situation, technical advancements, global cooperation, and developing patterns of the objective here. So I'm gonna proceed with the first sector available in Russia here. So in MRO sector, we have an abundance of the private company are responsible for the MRO sector here. So first of all, we have MIG, which is Mikhoyan Gurevich of Russian Aircraft Corporation. It's a leading business who carry out the work of examination, standardizing the maintenance overhaul, including the upgrades of the fleet, including Aeroflot. Yes, so Aeroflot also one of the shareholders of the MIG here, and also the previous like Sukhoi 52 here is also responsible for developing and maintaining those aircraft here. So Sukhoi, Sukhoi as well is one of the company design and manufacture for both military and civilian aircraft. It has their own dedicated MRO division. The Su-30 MKM also has their own sector of MRO here. Also, we're going for the Aeroflot. So Aeroflot is technically uh, a company who make the passenger aircraft here. So Aeroflot Tech here, it is the largest provider base maintenance and repair services in Russian Federation, NCIS, a part of the Aeroflot group, which is Aeroflot Technics is one of the branches of the Aeroflot group, which is all of it are like having like seven of those Aeroflot group members. So they perform operational and periodic maintenance with a unique competencies in terms of performing heavy maintenance of Airbus and also Boeing. Keep in mind that Aeroflot also provided maintenance and qualification certification from both Airbus and Boeing to maintain it. So we have S7 Techniques. S7 Techniques Holding is a Russian market. It's a leading MRO of aircraft types produced by Boeing, Airbus, Embraer, and also Russia Sukhoi civil aircraft. Back then, Sukhoi is not well known only for the military aircraft like the jet fighter, but it also has their own civil aircraft, but not being widely used like Airbus, also Boeing. So it also provided the specialist repair or the CFM 56 engine. Now, next, we have UTER. UTER Group is the Russian major aviation group that operating on four continents, which include companies which responsible in aircraft operation, the repair and maintenance, personnel training, provision of in-flight services, and air transport services sales. All right, so next gonna be touching on element manufacturing. So element manufacturing, Russia also has their own dedicated aero manufacturing sector. So we have identified three companies who are responsible for the aero manufacturing. One of it is Tupolev. So Tupolev, as you all know, is a, a company who developed a civil aircraft back then, the passenger airline, as be exact. So it's a Russian aerospace design bureau. It's a dominant manufacturer for both civilian aircraft and military bombers. So they involve in both of the world in terms of civilian and also in terms of defense. So Triple F consists of main design bureau and experimental plant in Moscow, a branch in Tomilino, and flight testing station in Zhukovsky. Julkowski. Okay, right. Next we have Ilyushin Aviation. So Ilyushin Aviation Complex is a Russian aircraft manufacturer, same as Tupolev, but it has a major manufacturer of aircraft back in World War II that is specialized in only military aircraft, including cargo planes. Until 2006, the Eurasian Aviation Complex merged into the United Aircraft Corporation. Right. Next, we have CLET. Yes, CLET, a concerned radio electronic technologies. So CLET here, also a part of the Russian manufacturer, joining force with Tupolev, also Ilyushin, but is responsible for avionics and electronic systems for aircraft and helicopters for both military and civilian application. So Kratia is a global corporation that's supplying their advanced avionics system, which is to more than 20 countries, not in local stages, but internationally they join together to develop and deliver their own avionics and electronic systems. So yes, for this part, I will pass to Amar for the presenting of our system integration part. So please welcome.
Ar- Uh, ch- Hello, Assalamualaikum. Thank you very much, Amir. So, hello, Assalamualaikum, guys, and Dr. Prof. Ibrahim. So, my name is Muhammad Famil Oman, and my material number is 215711, and I will talk about the system integration on Russia. So, I will talk about the Rostec first. So, Rostec is a state-owned defense conglomerate in Russia, which oversees numerous aerospace and defense enterprises. Some of the notable companies under Rostec's umbrella include United Aircraft Corporation, specialized in the development and manufacturing of military and civilian aircraft. And number two, Russian helicopter, focus on the design and production of helicopters for both military and civilian use. Number three, Concern Radio Electronic Technologies, KRET, develop and manufactures avionic, electronic warfare systems, and other higher tech electronic components for military and civilian application. Last but not least, Rust Electronic produce a wide range of electronic products, including components for telecommunication, automation system, and other electronic equipment. So basically, Rostec role involves streamlining and coordinating system integration across the various enterprises. This is essential for several reasons. Firstly, compatibility. Rostec ensures that the technologies and system developed by its different subsidiaries and compatible with each other. So second is efficiency. By coordinating efforts among its subsidiaries, Rostec can avoid the application of effort and resource. And number three, system integration. Rostec is responsible for the overall system integration of products developed by its subsidiaries. This means that they oversee how many different systems, such as navigation, communication, and weapon system. Number one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or number four is streamline production. Rostec over. Oh, sorry. Uh, Streamline production. Rostec oversight allows for streamlined production process. And number five, strategic coordination. This is an example. Given the strategic importance of the defense and aerospace sectors, Rostec plays a key role in aligning the goals. And then I will move on to the United Aircraft Corporation, UAC, which a subsidiary of Rostec is the most prominent aerospace and defense company in Russia. It plays a critical role in the country aviation industry by overseeing the design, development, and mass production of a diverse range of military and civilian aircraft. Here's an expanded explanation of UAC responsibility and operation. Firstly, design and development. UAC is responsible for the entire life cycle of aircraft creation, starting with design and development. This involves conceptual design, engineering and testing. So we will go to the conceptual design first. So conceptual design, developing initial concept and design for new aircraft, taking into account aerodynamic structural and performance requirement. And the second one is engineering, detailed engineering work to refine design, including simulation and prototype development. And lastly, testing, rigorous testing phase including wind tunnel testing, flight testing, and stress testing to ensure safety, performance, and reliability. So in terms of the mass production, once an aircraft design is finalized and approved, you actually move into the mass production phase, which are manufacturing facilities and quality control. So firstly, I will talk about the manufacturing facilities. UAC operates extensive manufacturing facilities where aircraft are assembled. These facilities are equipped with advanced machinery and technology to produce high quality aircraft efficiently. So the second one is quality control, ensuring that each aircraft meets strict quality standards through comprehensive inspection and testing process during and after assembly. So we move on to the military and civilian aircraft. So USA product portfolio includes military aircraft, fighter jets, bombers, transport aircraft, and other types of military aviation designed to meet the specific needs of the Russian armed force and export markets. So about the civilian aircraft, commercial airliners, regional jets, and other types of civilian aircraft aimed at domestic and international airlines and other civilian customers. So I will go to the strategic importance. So as the leading aerospace and defense company in Russia, USC hold a strategic importance for country national security and technological advancement. So its products are not only vital for defense, but also for bolstering Russia's position in the global aviation market. So so as you can see, United Aircraft Corporation (UAC) is a forefront of Russia aerospace and defense industry. So responsible for the comprehensive process of designing, developing, and mass producing a wide range of military and civil aircraft. So we will move on to the last of system integration for Russia, which is Roscosmos. So, what is Roscosmos? Roscosmos is the Russian state space agency plays a crucial role in the design and development of spacecraft for a wide array of missions, including crewed mission, robotic exploration, and satellite deployment. Here's a detailed explanation of its responsibilities and the importance of the system integration in its operation. So, about the design and development of spacecraft, Rosmoscov is at the forefront of the Russia sorry, space exploration effort, handling the end-to-end process of spacecraft creation. So, as you can see, this is three main or vital things in design and development spacecraft, which are conceptual design, engineering, and testing again. So firstly, initiating mission concept and designing spacecraft to meet the specific mission requirement. And about the engineering itself, detailed engineering work to develop blueprints and prototypes incorporating advanced technologies and material. So last but not least, testing. Rigorous testing phases to ensure spacecraft can withstand the harsh condition of space travel, including vacuum, radiation, and extreme temperatures. So what types of mission that Roscosmos undertakes? A variety space mission. So firstly, crewed mission, developing the spacecraft like the Soyuz and the new generation Orion to transport the astronaut to and from space, primarily to the International Space Station (ISS). The second one is robotic exploration, designing and launching unmanned spacecraft for scientific exploration of the moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies. And lastly, satellite deployment, creating and deploying satellite for communication, Earth observation, navigation, and other purpose. So I will go to the strategic importance. So Roscosmos hold a strategic significance for Russia's position in global space exploration and technology, which are national security, contributing to national security through the satellite deployments for communication, reconnaissance, and navigation. The second one is scientific research, advancing scientific knowledge through the space exploration mission and contributing valuable data for global research. Last but not least, technological advancement. This is driving technological innovation that has application beyond space exploration, benefiting various industry on Earth. So we have come to an end about the system integration. So Roscosmos is a pivotal entity in Russia's space endeavors responsible for the comprehensive design, development, and integration of spacecraft for diverse mission. So through meticulous coordination, advanced engineering, strategic partnership, Roscosmos continue to push the boundary of space exploration and technologies. I think that's all from me. So I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you very much.
So who's going to continue? Zul? Zul Haris?
Hello.
Hi Nadira. Okay, continue.
For education and training, for the first one, Burman Moscow State Technical University (BMSTU), which is a leading Russian university. It has a population of 19,000 students, which enroll throughout the various fields of science and engineering, accommodated up to 90 departments. And then for the second one is Moscow Aviation Institute, National Research Industry. It's a technical university in the field of high technology system. So it have over 165,000 graduates, which can pursue various areas of modern industries. And also, the Moscow Aviation Institute also has established a multiple partnership with Airbus, Boeing, Comac, Safran, and some more. And then for the third one, the Moscow State Technical University of Civil Aviation, MSTUCA, is a higher education establishment of Russia where it specializes in civil aviation training, and also the Center of Science and Culture. And the last one is Samara State Aerospace University, National Research University. It also a state institution of higher education and partner of the leading technical universities in Samara region and Russian Federation. Next, for engineering and design, uh, the Yakovlev design, okay, were named after its founder Alexander. I'm sorry, doctor, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's basically a prominent design within the Russian aerospace industry. It also have developed numerous military aircraft and has served in Russian military and been exported to other countries. And then the second one, RSC Energia, or Rocket and Space Corporation Energia, is a key player in Russian aerospace industry. It basically a field that particularly focus on the space exploration and spacecraft manufacturing. It also involved in design, development, and production of spacecraft for various purposes, which include crewed space flight, satellite launches, and space exploration mission. And then for the last one, JSC Russian helicopter, which is a manufacturer of helicopter in Russia, are one of the largest helicopter producers in world. So, Russian helicopter design, develop, and manufacture helicopter have a various purposes, which including transportation, search and rescue, medical education, firefighting, law enforcement, and military operation. Next, I pass to next person. So uh, this conclude all the company that we mentioned before. Next, analysis of aerospace development. I will pass to Tohin.
Okay, thank you, Ain. So, next slide. Okay, so this is the SWOT analysis that our group has came up with. So for strength, like all developed, like all developed countries, Russia has an exceptional reputation and legacy in the aerospace engineering field, mainly since World War One, with achievements such as the Sputnik, which is the first human space flight. Russian aerospace engineers and scientists wield a high level of technical expertise in areas such as rocketry, aircraft design, avionics, and military aviation. Russian companies such as the United Aircraft Corporation and Rostec are vertically integrated, allowing for greater control over the manufacturing process and facilitating the system integration. The Russian government also provides significant support and subsidy for the aerospace industry. Russia also collaborates with other friendly countries in international organizations on various space missions and aerospace projects, leveraging shared resources and expertise. As for weakness, Russia is still using facilities and infrastructure from the Soviet era, which are in urgent need of modernization, which can impact efficiency and competitiveness. And the most apparent weakness is that Russia is the subject of numerous international sanctions, particularly since the start of the war in Ukraine. While Russia has a strong technical foundation, it faces challenges in keeping pace with the West in technological advancement. And there are also bureaucratic red tape and regulatory barriers that can impede innovation and hinder efficiency of aerospace projects. So I will straight to opportunity, and to keep it short, there's a growing demand for commercial satellite launches, space tourism, whatsoever. So for this growing demand, Russia can capitalize on the opportunities of the emerging markets. Yeah, especially with friendly countries like India, China, and the Russian-leaning countries in the Middle East like Egypt. Investing in research can also help develop Russia's position as a leader in the aerospace technology and develop new capabilities. Another opportunity is upgrading and modernizing infrastructure and facilities can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance competitiveness in the global aerospace market. As for threats, the Russia faces stiff competition, like their other counterparts, like the United States, Europe, and also emerging space powers like China, India, despite being friendly. There are geopolitical tensions and conflicts, as I said earlier, mainly since the outbreak of the war in Ukraine, can hinder international collaborations, trade relations, and access to critical resources. And in this era of economic downturn and changes in government priorities can lead to budget constraint and reductions in funding for aerospace programs and projects. Rapid advancements in aerospace technology, such as the development of reusable rockets and satellite mega constellations, pose challenges for Russian companies to keep pace and remain relevant in the global market. So that's all from me. I pass to the next presenter.
For the economic growth in aerospace industry at Russia, first one, historic growth. So between 2001 and 2021, Russian aerospace industry has showed a positive increment within a compound annual growth rate at 3.9%. But industry experienced a 4.5% decline in market value in 2021 compared to 2022. And then for the current status and future outlook, first is market decline. Analysis has been made that the overall market value will be declined due to the geopolitical and economic climate. And also Russian government defense budget has been reduced in 2021 that affect the amount of new projects undertaken by the industry. Then potential for export growth. It's projected an increment of export by 2026 and have potentially reached nearly $5 billion from $4.2 billion in 2021. The market behavior show for a potential for future growth. However, it recover from the losses at a very slow pace. And then factor affecting growth, technological challenges. So despite all the advancement in the aerospace industry, it faces challenges in keeping up with rapidly evolving technologies, especially in areas like aircraft efficiency, space exploration, and cybersecurity. And in global competition, Russia competes globally with other major aerospace players such as the United States, European Union, and China. Competing for market share, contracts, and talent requires continuous innovation and strategic planning. Then I pass to Haris.
So I will continue with the summary. So the aerospace sector encompasses diverse subsectors such as maintenance, repair, and overhaul, or also known as MRO, aero manufacturing, and system integration. Each subsector plays a crucial role in driving scientific discovery, technological progress, and global connectivity. Through an analysis of market expansion, technical advancement, and global cooperation, we gain insight into the dynamic landscape of aerospace. This sector influences how we travel, protect our nations, and explore space, reflecting humanity's quest for progress and innovation. So, move on to the next slide. So, these are our references. Um, so, we referred from two reference, which are the Boyko Russian aircraft industry. Another one is International Consortium by 12% stake in Russian helicopters. I think that's all from us.
Okay, thank you very much, Group 5. Very interesting to see about Russian because we do not know a lot about Russian aerospace industry. Okay, so we can see that the Russian industry, they have their own what we call it as ecosystem. Similarly, like in the US, it is Russia also have their own ecosystem. They have their, because it is a self contained or aerospace industry over there, as being explained earlier by the group 5 just now, that we have, for example, like Roscosmos. It is similar to NASA in the US. It is also similar to JAXA in Japan, and KARI in Korea, Korean Aerospace Research Institute. So they have Roscosmos that cater the needs of the space exploration. And at the same time, Roscosmos also involved heavily in system integration, as well as their military and defense sector. So we can see that Russia also provided a good ecosystem in education and training. Of course, we have Malaysian students studying in Moscow Aviation Institute under MARA, and MARA still sending students to Russia, and many of them have already worked in the not just Malaysian industry. There are some of them also work in the aerospace industry that involve Russian companies. Okay, so I think that's we can wrap up the presentation for Russian. Thank you very much, Ame, Amar. We have Ain, Toher, as well as Zulharis. Okay, thank you very much.